Welcome back, COK lovers. It's your boy Daydreams. I'm gonna go ahead and do a behind the scenes video here for Bowzee's video. If you have not seen Bowzee's video yet, go over to Bowzee's channel. There's links in the description if you're the only person here that has not heard of Bowzee. We did a big skill hit here on a 27 6 million power plus Chinese castle CUA. I used speed ups to hit it. I was the first hit here. I was actually defeated. The guy has his skills in combat and he has his buffs on. You can see when we look at the battle reports, as you can see, 0 to 100. Bowzee, Belith, and Huntress teleported, and me and Atsu, we hit from the hive. So there we go. It was a 9-second march. We used a bunch of the. We're out of the red speed ups. We gotta get some more of those when the packs come available again. But there you can see we had a siege defeat. We didn't lose too bad, you know, maybe by like 100k power or so, but what we did is we totally crippled the front line. So what I kind of want to do in this behind the scenes to Bowzee's video is show you guys, you know, the reports and what we did. As you can see, there's Belith and Huntress hitting, and then Bowzee will be hitting next. It went me, Huntress, Belith, Bowzee, and then Bowzee hit it again, and then Atsu came. And then I believe Belith hit it on the final time and took out the final 25k. Or no, Belith hit it at the final time and took out another like 180k. And then I think Bowzee came and finished off the 25k. It was insane. This guy had all his skills in combat, so there was a lot of troops to kill. I mean, this is 6 million plus power in troop power, so you know, this isn't some chump castle. This guy has a 39 lord level. This is a big spender. This is one of their big spenders. He didn't think that he was, you know, able to be killed, but okay, we're starting to post the reports. There's Huntress and Belith's reports coming in. I'm just here chatting and you know, seeing what's going on with the attacks. I was worried when mine hit because he had all of his skills in combat and his buffs on, so he was very, very hard to kill. But we did get it done, and that is what matters. Belith's going to go and do a little scout on him, see what's left. I believe there's around 383,000 troops left. So that's when we went ahead and called Atsu. We thought the four of us could handle it on our own, and if he did not have his skills in combat, he would have handled this hit. So he had a decent front line, around like 80,000 T7 guard. So, and then he had tons of cavalry, a few 100,000 cavalry, so he had pretty good defenses. That's why this guy was pretty hard to kill. But Bowzee went ahead and sacrificed about 800k power, hitting it a second time without the skill. Okay, here's what he has left. After 4 skill hits, this is what he has left here. So, this is when Bowzee went ahead and took one for the team and smacked him. I would have done it myself, but I was a little too far away. I would have had to use a bunch of speed ups again. I have to get some more gold. They shut down the Amazon payment processor for Clash of Kings is shut down, so I have to get Google cards now, which I'm really pissed about because, as you know, you get the 20% savings with Amazon coins, and I still have a bunch of Amazon coins left over from when I was getting all my prestige badges for the level 2 prestige. But we got the drill grounds done, we got the cavalry started, and we got that college up, so we got our march up to like 145,000 without buffs. So with buffs, we can hit like 200k, so that's awesome. It's making the hits a lot stronger. But as you can see, this guy's burning, and this is when I'm hitting up Atsu. And we're gonna go over the reports in depth here in a minute, and look at just exactly what happened with this hit. Now, the first hits are the hardest because you have to take out the front line. Once you take out the front line, then the rest of the troops die relatively easy. But another thing that helped this guy is he had his skills in combat. When you have your skills in combat, it makes it a lot harder to be zeroed because, you know, your troops are equal to the attacker's troops. It's not that big of a difference. When their skills are not in combat, when you have buffs on, there's a big difference. There's the first hit right there. We'll go ahead and take a look at it here in a bit. As always, I'm recording over this so that I can try to get try to get as good of audio quality as I can. It's still skipping a little bit. We're still having a little bit of trouble, but you know, I am doing the best I can to get the best audio possible with these videos. But man, this guy is going to cry when he wakes up. 6 million power loss. That's massive. That's months and months of work without spending any gold. But he does buy gold. He does spend some money. So, I mean, he's a 39 lord. You know, so he spent a couple thousand. You know, or he's hitting monsters all day. But he's burning heavy. We're waiting on our boys to get here to finish him off. So I don't think they'll be too long. I remember it took like 5 minutes for Atsu to finally answer, and then once he came, we finished him off. Bowzee right now is starting to march on him, and this is when I was freaking out, like, no, Bowzee, wait for Atsu to hit him, because you don't want to, you know, you don't want to lose power unless you have to. So here I'm telling Bowzee, wait up, but you know Bowzee, he's a maniac. He just loves Chinese tears. He just loves making them cry. So he had to come in and hit it the second time without the skill. But you all know Bowzee's a savage. He does not give a fuck. So he's gonna go ahead and smash this before Atsu even gets there. And then when Atsu hits him, Atsu takes down another like 175k. Bowzee even sped it up. You can see Atsu's line coming right behind Bowzee's. If Bowzee would have waited 30 more seconds, then Atsu's would have hit. But there's Bowzee's there. I remember, yeah, I came here to check Bowzee's power. I was like, fuck. I was worried that Bowzee would lose. He didn't lose too much. He lost like 750k. Bowzee can make that up quick. You know Bowzee's a savage. But there's Atsu coming in, smacking him. I didn't even know Atsu was coming in that quick. He told me it'd be like 5 minutes, and then I believe Hunt told me that she had talked to him and he was on his way. So that's definitely awesome. But yeah, this was an epic skill hit, one of the most epic skill hits we've had. You know, 6 million troop power, that's no joke. You know, you guys that have been playing a while, you understand how long it takes to get 6 million troop power, especially being a 27 castle without T10. Once you get T10, you can get millions of power pretty quick. There's Atsu's hit. Smashed them with that 200,000 troop march. Bella's coming in to scout that pool, see what's left in there. And he's got hardly anything left. So I believe Bella goes ahead and smacks that final one. There's Bowzee's hit. Took one for the team, knocked out the rest of that front line. So, congrats to Bowzee for making that happen, smashing him. Because it would have been hard to zero this guy. We'd had to get another skill hitter in, and Bowzee wasn't wasting no time. He didn't want to wait for this fool to shield up. But as you can see, reports coming in everywhere. This was just an amazing skill hit. Definitely an amazing skill hit. Okay, so we're going to get into the reports here real quick. And I believe they farmed the hell out of this guy. There's Bella killing that final 180k. This guy was a beast to kill. I've never seen a 27. I mean, he had all the skills, you know, 39 Lord with all your skills in combat, defense, cavalry attack, cavalry offense. You know, that shit gets, you know, gets hard. It gets real hard to kill. But there's Atsu's hit. As you can see, he's all losses. All losses. Man, that guy's gotta be pissed. Wow. I know I would be. I would... You know, I hate doing this to people. But they're the ones that started. There's Bella finishing him off. That's unreal. You know, Bella would probably be like 15, 16 million power, but he's always finishing people off. He's the finisher. And that's why Bella is the most savage player in this kingdom. And one of the most savage players in this game. Everyone knows that Bella is a beast. He's a Japanese samurai, dick-slinging motherfucker. And there's Huntress coming in. He's taking the rest of the resources, going wild. Bella coming in, taking the rest of the resources. I believe Bowzee takes the resources. You know, he had 25 million wood. bunch of iron. He might have had more, I don't know. That's what I think that he had. But yeah, this guy, he's going to be crying for a while. You know, I feel a little bit bad for him. But not too bad, because CUA are the ones that started this war. It's a perpetual war. You know, it's sad that the only time that they'll take any peace is when there's a real terror attack in the world. And, you know, if I had it my way, you want to manage the health of a kingdom. I'm going to do a video on, you know, managing the health of your kingdom. You don't want to kill off all the smaller players. You want to let the smaller players build and, you know, gain resources so that you can maybe attack them once every couple weeks. And if you don't burn out all the small players, then they won't leave to other kingdoms. So, you know, you want to keep your kingdom healthy. There's some kingdoms out there who still have 90% of the players who started. We have maybe 25% of the players who started. So our kingdom is not too healthy because you have CUA running around killing everybody. Now, we've done our fair share of killing too. I'm not going to act like we're not, you know, like we're innocent, because we did a little too much killing too. But since I've been leader, I try to manage the killing on the smaller alliances. I don't let them be bullied, because then that's when you know, people leave the kingdom, and you don't want anyone to leave your kingdom. That's the worst possible thing that can happen. So they're emptying this fool out, and you know, he's gonna wake up broke. He might have, what, even if he has good hospitals, 200k troops left. And that's another thing he had, was VIP 10. VIP 10 is very, very strong. It gives you 15% troop health. You want to get the VIP 10 as soon as possible. VIP 8 is important for the extra march, and then VIP 10 is super important. VIP 9 only gives you like 5% extra attack. It's nothing too serious, but this is very serious. So I guess it gives you 10% attack, 10% defense. So VIP 9 is pretty sweet too, but VIP 10 is just overpowered, amazing. And this guy's troops are coming on too. I believe we picked them off also. As you can see, we only have one more orange equipment to go. I broke down and had to get a couple of the equipment packs because, you know, I was getting tired of looking at that bum-ass purple equipment. So we'll have those pants maybe later this week sometime. Depends if I can get anything with more material. You know, guys, I'm forced to spend gold now. Once you start prestiging, as you can see, I'm taking screenshots for thumbnails. Once you get to the prestige levels, there really is no option. You have to, if you want to get above like prestige 1 or 2, you have to start spending. So I really had no choice. Resources aren't a problem for me, but the gold is the problem. You have to have so much fucking gold for badges. Everyone needs to tweet at Elix or at Clash of Kings on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and tell them that they need to have more events with badges, because that's just absolutely ridiculous. Look at these guys just hammering that castle, taking all of the resources. This was a long skill hit. This thing happened over like a 15-minute period. We were skill hitting, emptying. Look at that. That just looks awesome. That's funny. I took a screenshot, right? Because that does look awesome. Just taking all of those resources and all those troops are added. Man, I just feel a little bit bad doing this. Just a little. Just a little, but these guys sided with CUA. There are plenty of friendly Chinese alliances. You know, I don't hate Chinese players. I don't hate, you know, the country of China, but CUA has made a bad name for them because everyone else in the kingdom is friendly except them. And, you know, there you can see Bella. That's Bella's first hit. So you guys seen my first hit. Let's go ahead and take a look at the reports. So let's scroll up and let's start taking a look at the reports. A little bit higher. Okay. I believe this is the first. Okay, here's my report. This is the first report. As you can see, it was a siege defeat, but when you look a little closer, look at his skills. Look at on the right hand side. 90%. I mean, he's got very good skills. He's got his VIP 10 skills in combat. I needed a little bit more frontline berserker in my lair. I'll remember that when I'm hitting huge targets like that from now on, but everything else is pretty solid. Um, Look at how many cavalry this guy has. But look how I took out the front line. See his guards? I took out a lot of those guards. So I took out a lot of the front line defense units, so that way the rest of the hits were a little easier. And then I believe Huntress hit second. And she had a siege defeat too, because she also took out the frontline units, but she did a good job taking out the frontline units. Huntress is a savage. She slings dick too with that strap on, just slinging it. And here you can see, I mean, that guy's skills are very good. He's a 39 Lord with VIP 10 skills in combat, and he's pretty solid. But there's Huntress. As you can see, she's got a pretty good lair set up. The only thing missing is the halberdier, and this guy had tons of cavalry. So that's the only thing, she had a little slip up. She forgot to put the halberdier in. But look at how she took out these front line. The front line's now gone. There's hardly any front line left. And that's going to make the rest of the skill hits for Bowzee and Belith a lot easier. So she did a very good job. The first couple skill hits on a target like this, you're not expected to win. You're expected to take out the front line, so that way the rest of the people can finish him off and zero him. There's Bella's skill hit. That's when he got capped. Now the guy's over hospital capacity. His front line is completely diminished, and that makes it a lot easier for Bowzee and Atsu to finish him off. I cannot wait to have those prestige troops like Belith has. Belith does a little something different in his lair. See how he adds a few smaller troops in too? Front line's now completely gone. This guy has no front line defense, so the rest of the hits are going to be devastating for him. He's just going to lose massive troops from here on out. And after Belith was Bowzee. Okay, I don't think Bowzee posted his first report. This is Bowzee's second report. As you can see, he took some losses, but this was the 5th hit. He didn't post his first report. I'll have to ask him for that later. But hopefully he put it in his video. As you can see, everyone's scouting this guy, hammering this guy down. This guy got absolutely demolished. But after Bowzee hit that, remember Atsu came in and smashed him. So, shout out to Atsu. He came in there and hit him hard with like a 200k march. And yeah, this guy got absolutely drained. You know, say a prayer for this guy tonight. You know, he's gonna be very, very sad. Man, I can't imagine. If you guys have been zeroed like this before, leave a comment. Tell me how it feels, because I can't even imagine how that would feel to wake up and, man, use shields, guys. Use shields. If you can get the monthly gift and shield your castle every day, I recommend it. Or, you know, guys, be in a strong alliance so that way they can protect you. Because this guy went to his, this is the CUA castle. He's in K, which is one of their farm alliances. You know, probably has a march in the super mine, needed a different kind of resource. Which, that's why I tell people, if you go to a farm alliance, fucking stay shielded. Do not risk it. This guy had all of his buffs on defense, offense. He probably figured he's unskillable. And, you know, for the average cats, he is, you know, 1 or 2, 3 skill hits. You're going to need like 5 to 6 hits to take down a target like this, but we saw the opportunity. I think he was shielded and his shield dropped because this was at, you know, early morning in China, like 4 or 5 in the morning. Maybe he thought he'd be up for work and he overslept. Who knows what happens, but yeah, this is absolute destruction, guys. But yeah, I haven't talked to you guys for a while. I figured I'd, you know, do a little commentary on this skill hit video that you know, we did with Bowzee. But yeah, at least they got some resources to heal. I have a couple videos I'm editing, guys. I'm remastering the farming guide for one, and then I'm trying to make a high quality video that is just an overall guide to succeeding in Clash of Kings. It's going to talk about, you know, how to set up farms, how to get to 30, but even more in-depth and important stuff like creating or joining a strong alliance that can protect you. That's very important. Recruiting. I'll show you guys how to recruit. I'm the master recruiter. There's no one in Clash of Kings better at recruiting than me. I have Korean players, Japanese players, Turkish players, you know, players from all around the world, all different, you know, countries, and I bring them all together here to create a massive alliance. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, slap a like on it. That does help a lot, actually. It shows me in the search bars. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys with the video later, okay? Peace.